What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Trading, and today we're going to be talking about how to stop on a dime. So we're going to be talking about the specific things you guys need to do to be able to change direction quickly and change directions violently, okay? So I hope this video gives you guys some value, and it teaches you a few new things just about route running. But also, fellas, if you're a wide receiver, and let's say you want to get better off the line, you want to improve your press releases, you want to learn all the releases you need to do, when to use each release against each specific defensive look, and what you need to do to work on it, check out that very first link in the description below, fellas, for a 49-minute long video on 20 different press releases, okay? So what you'll get access to is we're going to break down 20 different releases, show you game film examples. We're going to show you when to use each release against which specific looks. So you're going to say, oh, okay, you're going to use this release against catch technique, this release against inside shade DB, outside shade DB, and then we give you specific drills with sets and repetitions to work on each release. So I hope you guys can check that out. Very first link in that description below. Let's get started. So we're looking at this rider from Keenan Allen. So what's the point of stopping on a dime? Why do I need to stop on a dime? What's the benefit of that? Why do people put such an emphasis on it? Because the entire goal, everything when you're playing the receiver position should be to get the DB to do this, right? So you see, and that, what do we call that? We call that selling vertical. The goal is to get this DB to commit his hips fade. The goal is to get this DB to think you're running a 9, you're taking off to the outside, inside, whatever it is, to get him to fully commit and be fully in stride. Now, this is the portion where we got to be able to stop on a dime right here, the break point, right? So you got 3 phases of every route. You have the stem, you got the break point, and then you got the acceleration out. Maybe you're running a comeback, maybe you're running like an in route, maybe you're just stopping, you're putting the brakes on, right? But it all comes down to the fact that you need to decelerate, create energy with your hips on a dime. So the only reason we put an emphasis on this is because if we can sell vertical and we're able to change direction fast like this, that gets this DB off. Now, when you guys are trying to stop on a dime, so many receivers will start to slow down right before the break. That's an indicator to the DB. At the end of the day, we want to give him no indicator. I don't want to let him know what I'm doing, and I want to be able to have a sudden change of direction where you just drop it off right now, and the DB has no time to react because the DB is playing a guessing game 24/7. He's trying to react off of what we're doing. So if we don't give him a ton of time to react, that's going to create more separation for us, right? So the only way you're able to stop when running full speed, and how you sell vertical and how you actually get full speed is by running full speed, obviously, but being in stride and keeping a good pad level. That's what's going to commit this DB. You don't even have to be the fastest guy on the field. Yes, your speed helps, and yes, speed is something that you should still work on, but you being in stride, you having speed, you pumping your arms, keeping your eyes forward, tucking your chin, or maybe even peeking back for the ball sometimes is what gets the DB to commit. Now, the only way I change direction like this is by being violent, right? So that violent drop without an indicator is what helps you stop on a dime. Now, the mistake a lot of other guys will make is they'll do this. They'll sell vertical, they'll get right to the break point, but they don't stop on a dime. They'll drop their hips, they'll sink their hips, but it's a very slow process. And when you have that slow drop of your hips, you have this drift, right? So you're not able to just pop and stop right in a certain spot, right where the depth of the route requires you to be. They'll have this slow drift, and then they'll take all these choppy steps and drift up a couple yards, which what does that do? That just gives this DB more time to react. It's all about being able to change direction in a tight space as fast as possible. And we got to make sure that I am violent with my hips when I do that. And so when he drops, you see when he snaps, your chin goes to your knee, almost like there's a string attached to your chin, and you're pulling that thing down straight to your knee because that's what gets your pad level in that good spot. It's all about pad level. You got to trust your hips to drop. You're not on your heels. You're not on your toes. You're on the middle part of your foot. Your chin is going to your knee. You're getting this explosive spot because that's how you guys can put the brakes on and be able to go from 100 to 0 right on a dime, okay? So let's watch the thing again full speed. This is a great example from Keenan Allen on how to do this. Make sure we're striding out. Make sure we're running. Get this DB to turn his hips. Then let's be violent to put the brakes on. Watch it full speed one more time. Great job by Allen, and great job putting the brakes on, coming back to that ball. All right, guys, if you have not heard, we are going to be in Vegas this weekend. So these are the last 2 days that you guys can sign up for our 2-day, 3-hour clinic for quarterbacks and wide receivers, September 11th and September 12th. So if you guys are in the Las Vegas area, check out that second link in the description below, you guys. Great opportunity to get some work in. You're going to be working with myself. We're bringing out a Division I speed coach to help you guys with 40-yard dash techniques, overall running mechanics, and then obviously I'll be working with the quarterbacks and wide receivers. So if you want to register for that, last 2 days, we have a few spots left. Spots are very limited. Second link in that description below. And also, fellas, if you guys are in the Arizona area, October 2nd, we are coming out for the same thing, a quarterback and wide receiver training clinic, same format. So if you guys are in any of those 2 areas, check out that second link in the description below. Great opportunity for you guys to get some work in. I'll see you guys next time.